Hi, welcome to Rants. Today we're going to be doing another video from Would I Lie to You, and this time it's going to be This Is Mine or Mystery Guest clip. This one is with Jonathan. Jonathan en español. I believe it's Jonathan in English. Not sure. Is he Lee Mack's car wash companion, Bob Mortimer's brewing buddy, or Debbie McGee's magic mate? Let's see. This is a long video, so let's go.
Please welcome this week's special guest, Jonathan.
Jonathan! I said it correctly.
So, Debbie, what is Jonathan to you?
Well, this is Jonathan, and when he was a baby, I used to pull him out of a top hat.
Bob, how do you know Jonathan?
This is my friend Jonathan, and I have brewed 3 award-winning beers with him.
Right.
Okay.
And finally, Lee, what's your relationship with Jonathan?
This is Jonathan. One Sunday, the two of us spent 3 hours trapped in an automatic car wash.
David's team, where will you begin?
Well, Debbie, so you used to pull Jonathan out of a top hat.
Yeah, he
And
was
so, how old was he then?
about 6 months
6
old.
months.
Was he a rabbit at that stage? he's grown up into a lovely bunny.
What a cougar comment that was.
Exactly.
He's going for it, though. Look, he's aflame with desire. Look at him.
He's got the right hairstyle to be pulled out of a top hat.
So, where did this happen?
This was in a summer season
Where?
in Bournemouth.
Debbie, how big was the top hat then?
It was a prop top hat, so it was a bit bigger than a normal one, but, you know, babies aren't very big. He was only about this big.
6 months, not very big.
Yeah.
And so...
And was he the son of someone else in the summer season, or
No,
was he one of the
was-
Chuckle Brothers' offspring or something?
No, it was a feature in the show.
I'm going to bring it back. You just have to admire how Jonathan is just trying to take it all in and don't burst out laughing. That must be the hardest thing to do there, because I would be cracking up.
Son of someone else in the summer season, or
No,
was he one of the
was-
Chuckle Brothers' offspring or something?
No, it
Look at his
was a
face.
feature in the show, and we had different babies on different nights. You know, they were like in rotation, and they came from an agency.
So, who would bring Jonathan to the theatre?
His mother.
His mother?
Yeah.
And what would happen to him? I mean, I don't want you to give away the magic trick too much, but where was he stowed to the moment where he's pulled out of the top hat?
I can't tell you because I'm a member of the Magic Circle and I can't give
That
the
is a
secrets
really
away.
handy thing for this
Yeah.
game. I like it. Can you come on every week?
Well, don't give anything away, Debbie, but talk us through the trick.
There was a pretend rabbit, and then Paul would lift this big top hat from underneath and tipped it forward. And that's when I would come over as the assistant and take Jonathan out and say, and here's the rabbit's turned into a real live baby.
And the audience
And I'd
went,
be like this.
boo, we hate babies.
No, they
How long did they have to wait to be revealed?
not very long. It
So
wasn't
they,
a very long trick.
so they were only briefly on stage before the
They were only briefly
reveal
in terrifying darkness alone.
Which they are in a cot when they go to sleep
Yes.
at night.
And indeed in a womb.
True. That's a fact.
I mean, that is the ultimate trick, isn't it?
Now, who would you like to question next?
Yeah. Bob,
Remind us what it was that you've said. How do you know Jonathan?
Because I have brewed 3 award-winning beers with Jonathan.
what are the names of your award-winning beers?
Oh, man.
The one that's my favourite is called Kiss the Alderman. That's an IPA.
Kiss the Alderman, an IPA,
An
yes.
IPA. Another one was a stout, and it was called Retail Park.
Retail.
Retail park.
And the other one was a lager, and that was called... Not now, madam. It seems funny now. That's why we used it.
I didn't get that one.
Kiss the Alderman. Retail bar.
Can I just say, he's written these down, so I hope you can remember them.
How long did you two work together for?
About 2 years ago, I was in the field, Dion, collecting
That
some
guy.
wood to go.
That guy. He looks. I don't know. I don't have
I
a.
was in the field, Dion.
Let me check. He looks. I don't know if I'm gonna be butchering the name, and I don't know if you know the band Thin Lizzy, but he looks a lot like the lead singer of that band. I believe it was Phil Lynott. I know how it's written. I don't know if it's spelled correctly, but he looks exactly the same. Just missing the afro and the mustache. But he looks exactly the same. Weird thing I wanted to say.
About 2 years ago, I was in the field, Dion,
Dion.
collecting some mud to go and bury at home in my garden. Along came Jonathan, or J-Keg, as I call him. He said, I recognise you off the telly, you're that Ray Mears, is what he said. And we got chatting, and he said, do you like beer? I said, I like beer. He said, would you like to brew some beer? And
quick.
I said, yes, I would, rather urgently, actually.
I've run out!
He's got a brewery, JPEG.
Yeah.
It's a lean-to next to a barn, right next to the field where I was. It's quite big, actually. It might be a lean 3 or a lean 3. So I went in this marvellous little brewery that I'm imagining, and we mashed. Well, part of the process is mashing.
Right.
You put a load of water in the cylinder, and you have to stir the malt barley.
Yeah.
And I did that bit of it. And I thought, I adore this. Is there any way that I could see this process through, and we could call this beer Kiss the Alderman?
What is the Alderman?
He's an unelected council official. Say, for example, let's focus
He was making a point there.
So if Bolton had a large Chinese community, but there was no representatives, councillors, they would say, would you like to informally nominate one of your Chinese community, and they will become an alderman, and they will sit on the council and be able to represent.
Right. No, that makes sense. So we've definitely covered what happens to the Chinese community in Bolton. However, back to the beer story.
Yeah, so and that was Kiss the Alderman. So we brewed 1,000 litres, bottled it, and it was the top beer in the Kent Craft Ale Society.
Can I ask, my husband is a brewer. What hops did you use?
Citrus hops. One of them's called something, and the other one likewise is named as well.
This all checks out.
You know what? The thing that is the
Oh, this is
hipster
great.
brewing beard. If you were to say to me, draw a brewer, that's what I'd draw.
That's what you draw now. It's very interesting.
Okay.
Whereas,
Wow, really?
whereas if someone asked you to draw a brewer 30 years ago, you'd draw someone very different, wouldn't you?
I'd draw you.
He does look like a brewer. At least the ones I know.
Lee, remind us of your claim.
This is Jonathan. One Sunday, the two of us got trapped for 3 hours in an automatic car wash.
Where
This
was
is
it?
gonna be
Where was
fun.
the car wash?
It was just outside the car.
Okay.
Near where I live in southwest London.
Whose car was it? Who's driving?
It was my car.
And was Jonathan in your car with you?
Correct, he was the passenger.
Why? How do you know
Because we can't both drive.
Fair enough.
How do you know Jonathan?
I know Jonathan because we're in the same football team.
Look at it.
What is it, to bring your granddad to?
So you were you driving back from football?
Driving to football.
Driving to football, and
Washing your car on the way to football. Oh, I'm looking forward to the game, young Jonathan. I really can't wait. But tell you what, let's wash the car first, so that when we arrive, everybody says, oh, Lee's doing well.
you drove into the car wash, and what happened?
So, there was 3 options. It was gold, silver or bronze. And obviously, being from the north of England, I was looking for a lesser metal than all 3. It stopped at bronze. So I went in and I said, can I have a car wash? And he gave me the token, and I went back out and I
Was it a token? Sometimes it's a code these days.
All right, then what he said was, the token is where the squirrel likes to hide.
When I say code, I don't mean riddle. I mean a series of numbers that you put into a keypad.
On this occasion, it wasn't.
You put the token in the slot.
Yes.
You advance into the car wash. The weird things start going.
Yeah, so the big brush at the front that goes over your bonnet, that came towards us.
Yeah.
And then the side ones came. It was the side ones that caused the main issue. They got to the door, stopped, and just kept doing that. And we couldn't open the doors. And it did not stop for 3 hours. I know, it sounds unbelievable.
What?
Yeah, of course.
Why don't you climb over into the back seat and get out one of the rear doors?
Because it's a 2-door car.
How convenient.
And I'm assuming this happened before the invention of the mobile phone.
No, that was not true. It was during the invention of the mobile phone.
During it?
During the invention. No, in fact, do you know what we did? We were so stuck, didn't know what to do for 3 hours, we decided to invent the mobile phone. No, it was, his phone was in his sports bag in the boot.
Where was your phone?
My phone was with me.
Why didn't you use your phone?
Because the battery had gone.
How did you eventually get out?
I absolutely screamed and screamed, and this stranger passing by saw a big button on the thing that said, emergency stop. So he pressed the button, and it stopped, and when it stopped, it reset itself back to how it should be. We opened the door, and I went in, and he went, you're back again. I said, yes, that's about my car. So what's up? I said, tell you what's up, the doors are phenomenally clean.
All right. We need an answer. So, Dave...
Okay, so the first one, I'm not so sure about using Jonathan when he was a kid, when he was a baby, for the magic trick. The brewing one, it's just Bob, man. He makes it so difficult. He makes it so difficult. I don't believe that Mack was telling the truth because someone would have noticed. I don't know how car washes are over there, but at least here in Puerto Rico, one car goes in, the other one goes in right behind it. So 3 hours, unless they were going broke and no one was watching their cars there, I don't believe that story. So it would be between the first 2. Okay, I'm gonna fall for it. I'm gonna say that Bob was telling the truth. Let's see. Am I gonna be disappointed again?
David's team. Is Jonathan Debbie's magic mate, Bob's brewing buddy, or Lee's car wash companion?
I can't believe Lee's story is the kind of story I would have to invent to tell my husband if I'd been in a car with Jonathan for 3 hours. Jonathan looks like a hipster brewer to me.
What do you think?
I think it's Bob. I think they're mates and they've done some brewing together, yeah.
Yeah, OK,
You think Bob met him in a field while collecting mud? He said, come and have a look at my brewery.
Yes, yes.
And we're going to call our beer Kiss My Alderman.
It's not kiss my alderman.
Kiss the alderman.
Kiss the alderman.
I'm so sorry. If it's true, I'm sorry.
Rob, you can immediately appreciate why kiss the alderman is much more marketable than kiss my alderman.
Exactly.
I certainly call mine the alderman.
But very popular with the Chinese community.
Who's telling the truth, man?
So, David, what are you going to say?
I think my team thinks it's Bob. Yeah, but let's go.
Okay,
We'll
you're
go
going to
with Bob.
say Bob. Okay, Jonathan, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Jonathan, and I brew beer with Bob.
Got it!
Jonathan is Bob's brewing
Yes.
buddy. Thank you very much, Jonathan.
Yes! We got it. We finally got it. I believe this is my first time. No, I believe I got one before. But hey, we are starting to understand Bob, and this is looking pretty good right now. This is looking really good. I'm on a streak. I'm on a winning streak. As always, these clips are amazing. Amazingly fun, amazingly entertainment, and I can't wait for more. I can't wait for more. I'm gonna be leaving the video there for today. Remember, as always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Remember, notification bell so that you receive alerts every time a new video pops up, and that's gonna be all. Have a good one.